Good morning, I am Tracy Spence with your newscast. This newscast is brought to you courtesy of BioLife Energy Systems. Come join the living. Call them at 800-875-5433. USA Credit Repair is key to medical credits. You may call them at 800-786-1330. And Cruising with the Case Handler, a show on personal injury and immigration, weekdays 8:30 a.m. on Saturdays 7 p.m. and 12 noon on Sundays. Now for the news in details. The Jamaica Teachers Association, JTA, says it is open to dialogue with the Ministry of Education to facilitate face-to-face classes for students at schools if they are having internet connectivity issues at home. On the weekend, Education Minister Favour Williams said she was not ruling out face-to-face classes. She said discussions will continue with stakeholders in the education sector before a decision is made. In an interview with reporters, JTA President Jasford Gabriel said the association will be guided by public health experts during the discussions. He said it would have been premature for a decision on face-to-face classes at the start of the academic year amid the surge in COVID-19 cases and the declaration of community spread of the virus. Jamaica is experiencing an epidemic wave in coronavirus cases, the Pan American Health Organization PAHO has confirmed, while warning the region to prepare for a rapid resurgence of the virus that's killed more than 1 million people globally. In an epidemiological alert issued last week, PAHO said government should prepare health services to face recurrent waves and outbreaks occurring in different locations within the same country simultaneously or at different points in time as the economy progressively reopens. PAHO's Dr. Eldona Bisson told journalists that COVID-19 surveillance was one of the critical areas of regional response that needed bolstering, an issue that now takes on greater urgency. Boosting surveillance capacities to identify and respond to the virus spread, the expert argued, will also be crucial for the balancing act needed to support economic growth without threatening public health. The Caribbean is heavily dependent on tourism, but lockdown measures globally have severely affected growth. S&P Global Rating is expecting tourism in the region to decline by 60 to 70% from April to December. Meanwhile, Bank of Jamaica BOJ Governor Richard Ball says despite the negative impact of COVID-19, the central bank has remained accommodative to the banking sector. The committee was meeting to review the 2020-2021 second supplementary estimates, which were tabled in the House of Representatives last Tuesday by Minister of Finance and the Public Service Dr. Nigel Clark. The estimates are for an additional $15.7 billion in both recurrent and capital expenditure to support efforts to revive the economy and to increase support for the most vulnerable Jamaicans through COVID allocation of resources for employees' care packages, as well as by supporting the Health and Wellness Ministry. He said that a partial recovery of economic growth is expected during the fiscal year 2021 to 2022 in the range of about 3 to 6%. However, he pointed out that the Jamaican economy is not expected to return to pre-COVID-19 levels before 2022 to 2023. Finally, United States President Donald Trump has signed into law the bipartisan extension of the Caribbean Basin Economic Recovery Act, CBERA. Republican Congressman Brand Wenstrup and Democratic Congresswoman Terry Sewell sponsored the legislation, which expands the expiring Caribbean Basin Trade Partnership Act of 2030. Together, CBERA and CBTPA are collectively known as the Caribbean Basin Initiative. The bipartisan bill was unanimously passed in the House of Representatives. The Caribbean Basin Trade Partnership Act is a preferential trade agreement that provides for duty and quota-free access for apparel products manufactured in designated beneficiary Caribbean Basin region countries. And that is it for the news. This newscast came to you courtesy of BioLife Energy Systems. Come join the living. Call them at 800-875-5433. USA Credit Repair, the key to beautiful credit. You may call them at 800-786-1330. And Cruising with the Case Handler, a show on personal injury and immigration, weekdays 8:30 a.m. on Saturdays 7 p.m. and 12 noon on Sundays. On behalf of the news and the production team, I am Tracy Spence. To have a good morning.